Hey everyone, it's Gossip Geist. It's not very often that I get an opportunity like this to talk to you guys one-on-one, no script involved, no magic editing or anything like that, just a crappy green screen backdrop with a picture in the background that I slapped up, and it's, that background's actually a very first draft of my channel banner, and it's the very first iteration of the Gossip Geist logo, so there's a little bit of Gossip Geist lore for you I threw in there. Today I would like to talk to you guys about the Famitsu interview with Eiji Aonuma and Fujibayashi. So within this interview, they're actually asked a couple very important questions, one of them regarding the timeline. So because this Famitsu interview is being Google translated, I'm going to go ahead and sum up what they're saying so that everybody can be on the same page here. They're asking, Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword depicts the beginning and Breath of the Wild depicts the end, but Tears of the Kingdom is a sequel to Breath of the Wild, but also the foundation of Hyrule. This is Fujibayashi's response. There is no doubt that the story is set after Breath of the Wild. So he's saying that Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, even the past events in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, take place at the very end of the timeline, after every other game in the series. And then he follows that up with, speaking as a possibility, there is also the possibility that even if there is talk of the founding of Hyrule, there is a history of being destroyed once before that. So what Fujibayashi is trying to say here is that at some point at the very end of the timeline after every other game in the series, some sort of cataclysmic event happened and destroyed everything, wiping the slate clean essentially. And then you get Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom several tens of thousands of years later in the future. That's a pretty huge lore bomb confirmation that we just got there, so I am so grateful for that. Now, this right here could imply two things. Number one, it could imply that the timeline converged into a single point somewhere along the way, and then you've got Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom tens of thousands of years in the future. It could imply also, number two, one of the timelines still could very well continue, and it didn't converge, but every single timeline was destroyed, meaning that Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom could still very well exist in one of the three branches. Now, the most likely situation out of these two scenarios is probably number one, where the timeline converged into a single point. So, to all of the theorists out there that have been firm believers of the convergence theory this whole time, you have finally been vindicated. Isn't that nice? So moving past the Famitsu interview, I have one more thing to mention, and that is my second channel, Gamegeist, is about to upload part 100, the final episode of my playthrough of Tears of the Kingdom, on Saturday. That episode is going to be live premiered, so I think it would be really cool to have a couple of you guys come on over there and watch me fumble beating the last boss in Tears of the Kingdom, and wrap up my journey on that end. So remember, Gamegeist, my second channel, keep your eyes peeled for this Saturday, live premiere. Anyway, this was just going to be a short little video. I didn't really have too much to talk about, honestly. I just wanted to mention the Famitsu interview because it was really interesting to me. Pretty big news on that end. I wanted to talk to you about my second channel, and I'm going to be uploading more Zelda playthroughs on that channel very soon, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Well, that about neatly wraps everything up, so thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you all again very soon.